Sup guys, HK here, my fellow YouTubers. I'm bringing you another review, and today's review will be on One Piece. Chapter 817, Raizou, Ninja of the Mist, I think it was called, yeah. So, what a chapter, wow. Wow, Oda, like, seriously, my god, he goes away for a week, he comes back and he gives us this. It's like, dude, you are a badass at twists and expectations. And then lowering expectations immensely, and you know, just kind of ruining the moment for us. This chapter in particular was just wow. Okay, so let's start with the things that did happen. Like several things happened in this, and it's crazy. I mean, for like a 20-page chapter, so much happened, and it's nuts. So the first thing that we find out is that Jack is alive. Jack obviously is alive. He would be alive. He was never going to be dead, and I have a feeling that he's going to be the particular main villain of this particular arc. So we might be seeing him very, very soon, or we do see him at the beginning. He's reading a newspaper, he's on his ship, he's bandaged up, he's wounded. You've got his men asking him if he's alright, and he's like, why wouldn't I be alright? Well, you wouldn't be alright because if you were alright, you would have crunched that newspaper up in anger. Because whatever he reads on that newspaper clearly pisses him off. Internally, he is angry as shit, and it's probably got to do with the newspaper saying that he's died. So you've got the world government declaring him dead, when in reality he's not dead at all. So right now they fucked up, and when people realise that he's alive, yeah, they're going to be looking at the world government with bad eyes if they aren't looking at them already. So yeah, and Jack, he, like I said, he looks pissed, so you know, chances are he's going to Zao to finish what he started. We then cut to Zao, obviously, with all the other characters. You've got the dog and the cat, Inoshori and Nikomomushi, about to duke it out again. But then Oda does something unexpected, and that's to pretty much finish this particular feud very quickly, so we wouldn't have to sit on it and have it drag. Because God, you know, we've seen these kind of stories before. We saw it with the arc with the Giants, and we kind of, yeah, we had sort of a similar arc, I guess, in Jaya maybe. We don't need to see this kind of feud again where you have two old friends fighting for some reason, having it all figure out. We don't need to see that spread out. We need it. This is the storylines we have going on. It needs to get a move on, and Oda does exactly that. He has Nikomomushi and Inosori making a truce. Everyone is happy. And the reason for the truce is because Momonosuke gets upset like a little bitch and starts crying at them, telling them that he and his father wouldn't like to see their old friends fighting like this. And you know, I'm reading this thinking, oh, he's referring to Kinemon? I don't get it. His dad's right there, and yeah, obviously there's a big twist, and the big twist is that no, Kinemon is not Momo's dad. In fact, Kinemon and Kanjuro are Momo's bodyguards, because Momo is, technically speaking, an heir, prince, etc., etc., to one of the clan family thrones of the Wano country. So it's like, whoa, he's a prince, holy shit. It's basically similar to Viva from the Alabasta arc. So that's kind of what it is. And it's both unexpected, and at the same time it makes a hell of a lot more sense now, because now we know why Dolphin Manga was so intent on getting this little shit. And Luffy, yeah, Luffy, he doesn't give a shit who he is. Like, he's still treating him like crap. And to be fair, I don't care who he is. It's like, okay, you're a prince, yeah, right, okay. It does add for an interesting twist, and also it does add something worth, you know, looking forward to once we get to the Wano country, because now we have this certain expectation to see what this is all about, and finding out who Momo's dad is as well, and meeting him obviously in the future. You've got Nami already just like letting him get into her breasts, whatever, like, oh, your dad's a rich guy, like, okay, you know, maybe he'll give me free money if I let you do this to me, like, pervert till the end. And Kinemon getting jealous as always. So yeah, very, very funny moments in this, obviously. And then we move on obviously to meeting Raizou, who's pretty much the main centerpiece of this chapter. And yep, a lot of people, I think, are furious, especially me. I think that he was going to be inside the whale, and that's exactly where they go. They go inside the whale, down to its tail, where he's been hidden, he's been chained up, you know, and he's pretty much furious that, you know, the minks have been getting hurt and lying for him. He didn't want that because he's been chained up, obviously. So, you know, he would have fought Jack if he could have, but he couldn't, obviously, because he was restrained. He gets set loose. and he meets the characters, he meets the Duke and the Master, he's pretty much upset, and we also meet him. Before we meet him, we've got all the various characters, Usopp especially, just wondering what kind of ninja he is. We get little references to like jutsus and all that, like lightning fire, you know, like, and it made me think of Naruto. Like, everything about this chapter involving Raizou is like a massive homage and piss take to Naruto. And when I mean piss take, I mean that when we meet Raizou, it's the biggest fucking letdown ever. I mean, Luffy's expressions and all the other characters' expressions, they got this idea of what a ninja's gonna look like. I'm reading this and I'm thinking, we're gonna meet a ninja for the first time. Oda's own version of a ninja. I wonder what it looks like. Is it gonna be? It's probably gonna be similar to Naruto, right? Like, sort of like that. It's gonna be like a homage to Kishimoto, right? No, it's not similar to Naruto. Oh no, we meet this dude, and he's a midget with a giant head. That's what it is. He looks like a troll, basically. He looks like a troll, and you know, the symbolism there is just ironic, really. Like, this is Oda trolling the Naruto fans, trolling Naruto and trolling Kishimoto, and it's just, you know, it's both insulting and funny as hell, because you go in with these expectations, you see that, and you're like, what the hell am I looking at? Like, what the hell is that? Because it's it's both funny, ridiculous, and terrifying. It's like, that's a ninja, Jesus Christ. And then all of a sudden you've got all the characters, Luffy, Usopp, all of them just asking him to do shurikens, lightning strike, jutsus. You've got Law behind them saying, oh, do Shadow Clone Jutsu. And it's like, you couldn't be more obvious, you couldn't be more bait that this is meant to be a homage to Naruto, that this is meant to take the piss out of that in a funny, nice, friendly, rivalry way, obviously, because Oda and Kishi were friends, rivals for like 15 years, and now Kishi's gone and Oda's doing his own thing. I imagine he's very upset about that, actually, so... But yeah, it's like, yeah, there you go, there's your homage to Naruto, and it's like, what? But yeah, it was just so unexpected and so ugly to look at. Very, very ugly. But by the end, the character's jumping about, doing his own thing, doing his shurikens, doing his smoke jutsu, doing his you know, doing all these various things that you'd expect a ninja to do. Because at first he's like, you know, that's not the kind of ninja I have. Keep those shit in your fantasies. And he, you know, he's confused himself about who these guys are and why they like ninjas so much. And you got Frankie saying the best line ever, because all men love ninjas. And I love ninjas, but I don't know if all men like ninjas. So yeah, and it's just, I think it gets Raizou in the heart that these guys are like massive fans. So he starts pulling all this shit out, and he starts being a badass, and he does the Jiraiya pose. It's just like, and Usopp and all of them just doing the little hand. It's just hilarious to look at. Like, this chapter was just funny in a good way. And yes, while Raizou's appearance and everything is a massive piss take and disappointment and F you to the fans, it still serves its purpose, because like, yeah, because that's what Oda does. He exceeds your expectations. You're thinking one thing and then you get something that's totally unexpected, and it's like, wow. And really, that's beautiful, to be honest. That's because Oda knows what he's doing. And speaking of what he knows what he's doing, we also get a confirmation that there is a polygraph, or polygryph, what you call it, inside the whale. We see it, we get introduced to it. It's got the mark of the clan that Kinemon and Momo and Kanjuro belong to. So clearly this particular polygraph isn't as old as the others. Robin starts to read, obviously she goes to it to read it. It's also red, which is very, very surprising. I mean, one of my theories, I didn't expect to find a polygraph here. I mean, a lot of people I think did, but I didn't. I was thinking that we would probably find it in some sort of fire environment, because we found the first one in Alabasta, another one in Skypiea, and another one in Fishman Island. So I presume that Oda was going to do some sort of four element shit going on here, you know, like earth, wind, and then water, and the next one with fire. Though technically it is red, so maybe something to do with fire there, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting that we got a polygraph here, because now it means that we get to develop Robin's character and hopefully get some sort of revelation or secrets about what's going on. Another interesting thing to note is that when they're heading to the whale, Momo is hearing voices or noises or something, which we assume is Raizou, but it might be something else, because you've got you know, the Master and the Duke saying that the other guy could hear them as well. So who's the other guy? Are they talking about Shanks? Are they talking about Goldie Roger? Probably Goldie Roger, but Nothing confirmed yet. It's going to be interesting what the next chapters are going to be about now, because we're getting to the point now where Luffy is going to have to go to Layer Cake Island to get Sanji back, and then you've got the other characters needing to get ready to go to the Wano country and sort that shit out with Kaido, and Jack obviously is going to be coming back. So, you know, there's all this setup they need to do now in preparation for the various arcs that we are going to now start seeing dropping this year, because, yeah, at the moment it looks like the Zou arc is about to come to an end. Once we find out what's on the polygraph, once we get Raizou's backstory and why he was on Zou in the first place, and the relationship between the Ming tribes and the Momo's family, then we'll be able to get moving. I imagine it's only a few more chapters before that point ends, before that storyline ends, and then we can, you know, get on moving with the big stuff. But yeah, decent chapter, very, not even decent, very good chapter, very funny chapter, very Oda-esque like chapter. Again, giving us what we want, providing us the laughs and the twists and the turns. So yeah, very good chapter. I liked it. You'll like it if you haven't read it, so do read it, give it a go. I hope you like this review. Like, subscribe as usual, whatever, and I shall see you when I shall see you. Take care and bye.